small percentage of fighters that I cannot say that about in boxing. So I am aware of that also. Ryan should and must do what's good for Ryan. We could promote until we're 90. Look at Don King, look at Bob Arum. You can't fight until you're 90, at least not in the boxing ring. So you must do, as a fighter, what's right for you. Do for self. That was in the teaching of Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And Minister Louis Farrakhan echoes it every time he can. You have to do for self. And sometimes others won't like that because they want to do for self. They're not going to tell you, but they want to do for self. So I would say to anyone out there, whether they're on this side or any other side, when it comes to your career and it comes to your life, this sport is about your career and life. Life and then career. There's no guarantee, correct?
Yeah, I agree.
Do for self. Because it's you in that ring only. And everybody else go down those 3 or 4 steps and they sit back and watch you and howl out instructions for what you to do, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. Bernard, and talking about that, he called out again Rolly. He wants that fight with Devin, the rematch. He wants a rematch. What's going to be next for him? Is he going to take another tune-up fight or jump in with Rolly again?
I like to see Brian go right in there with the Rolly. I think he has a lot to prove. I think he understands that. I think by him calling out what you heard and Rolly, he want that fight right now. Because I feel that his head is clearer than before, ever. And he knows what he has to do right now for his own career and his own reputation as far as what happens next. Going in the second, really the third chapter of his career, if you want to take and add the personal challenges that he had to deal with. That not even personal, worldwide. So you got to count that in as a factor of whether he can go strong forward and strong and finish up what I believe will be a historic career that will be in the books as long as he stay the course and beat who's up there in the top weight division in any weight that he fights in. He has to destroy them by decision or knockout. Destroy is not just knockouts. You can destroy somebody that they won't fight again. 12-round beat, 11-round beat, then the fight's over. So I like to see him get back on track. I know he will. And Ryan knows, and he hears what's going on. He hears what people are saying. And I think he's motivated by that. I'm guilty of it because I've always been motivated by what people said, whether it was against me or for me. It helped me more than it hurt me, and that's the key.
Bernard, a fighter, legend fighter like you, Hall of Famer, everything, fill in the dots, fighter. You got up on weight, you fought fighters. Terrence Crawford's went up on weight, you faced Canelo.
That's history. 2 weight classes.
Why is it history?
It's history because very few fighters jump up 2 weight classes. Right? I did. 60 to 75 to fight that man. Take a picture of him. Antonio, right? Antonio, I call him. Right? Tarver was sitting there waiting after destroying Roy Jones twice, correct? At least, and also having a career that, being a southpaw, Olympian pedigree. I was an underdog in that fight, you know that. I think up 10-1, something crazy, and because of my age, it was one of the biggest moments of making history, jumping from 60 to 75. And I remind the public and the world out there why it was so important of the 3-belt era, and also, which I started. You gonna fact check it?
Yeah.
You fact checked
Like I
already.
said, legendary Hall of Famer.
Did you fact check that part? I know the legendary Hall of Famer, that's standard right now. What's not standard is the 3-belt era, correct? You know when I became the 3-belt era? Because I might be educating you right now. It's when I beat Oscar De La Hoya, my partner, for the WBO vacant title that I didn't get when I fought for the undisputed that I did get in 01, September 29th, Felix Tito Trinidad, correct? We're talking history, we're talking legacy. Now let me speed forward to your answer and finish your answer up. Or finish your question up and my answer back. Becoming a historic and challenging what Ray Robinson didn't do kept me in the game to challenge Tarver. What do you mean? Well, Tarver just got finished doing a Rocky Last boxing movie. Tarver was still in the game. He was coming down to back to his weight at 75 to challenge. I was to challenge him for the light heavyweight championship. Doing that, I became the first middleweight that jumped up 2 weight classes that the great Sugar Ray Robinson failed to do by not answering the 12th round in New York City. That made me excited to push for another historic moment in my career. No middleweight ever won a title. It was attempted by Ray Robinson, but he couldn't answer the bell in the 15th round. He was winning. I believe it was Yankee Stadium, 100 plus degrees, exhausted. He couldn't get up off the stool. I said I want to do what Ray Robinson didn't do in his time, in my time.